Let's talk about the warm-up, one of the most overlooked yet absolutely essential parts of any serious training session. A proper warm-up isn't just a way to get loose, it's a tool, a performance enhancer, a buffer against injury, and, honestly, a mindset shift. It gets your head and your body dialed in before the real work starts. So what does a warm-up actually do? When done right, it raises your body temperature, increases blood flow to the muscles, improves joint lubrication, and activates your nervous system. This sets the stage for better muscle contraction, faster reaction time, improved strength output, and more explosive power. Plus, it just makes the workout feel smoother. You're not dragging through your first couple sets. You're ready to go. There are two key phases to a warm-up: general and specific. The general warm-up usually lasts about 5 to 10 minutes and involves low-intensity activity, something like jogging, jumping jacks, light cycling. The goal is to elevate heart rate, increase core temperature, and get blood pumping into the muscles. Then comes the specific warm-up. This is where we bring in dynamic stretching, mobility work, and movement prep that mimics the workout ahead. If you're going to squat heavy, you should be doing hip openers, bodyweight squats, maybe some light lunges. If it's sprint day, your warm-up should include things like high knees, skips, and sprint mechanics. Let's clear up a common misconception. Static stretching before a workout is not ideal for most people. Holding long stretches before training can actually reduce performance, especially in strength or power movements. Static stretching can decrease the rate of force production and reduce muscle readiness, particularly if done in isolation without dynamic movements afterward. That's not to say static stretching has no place. It's great for post-workout cool-downs or specific flexibility training. But when it comes to prepping for performance, dynamic stretching is your go-to. Dynamic stretching means movement-based stretching. Think leg swings, arm circles, lunges with rotation. These are controlled, active movements that move your joints through full ranges of motion while activating muscle groups. Research shows that dynamic stretching improves sprint performance, increases jump height, and boosts reaction time, all without the downsides of static stretching when done right before high-intensity work. There's also mobility training, which focuses on joint function and control through a full range of motion. Mobility isn't just about flexibility, it's about being able to actively move and control your body through space. This becomes especially important in strength training, because your ability to hit clean positions, deep squats, overhead presses, hip hinges, relies on solid mobility. Now here's where it gets interesting. The type and amount of stretching or mobility work you need depends on your activity. Gymnasts and martial artists need high levels of flexibility, so their warm-ups might include more advanced range of motion drills. But if you're a powerlifter or sprinter, you need just enough mobility to hit your positions. Too much stretching before a max lift could actually dull your performance. So how do we build a smart warm-up? Here's a proven structure you can follow. Start with general movement. 5 minutes of cardio, brisk walk, light jog, jump rope, bike. Move into dynamic stretches, leg swings, walking lunges, arm circles, inchworms. Add mobility and activation, band walks, glute bridges, shoulder dislocates. Finish with movement prep, warm-up sets of your lift, or low-intensity drills for speed agility workouts. Let's say you're doing a lower body lift. Your warm-up might look like 5 minutes cycling, walking lunges with a twist, high knees and butt kicks, hip bridges, bodyweight squats, light goblet squats to groove the pattern. First working set. Now you're ready. The biggest mistake people make? Skipping the warm-up because they don't have time. But skipping warm-ups leads to poor performance and increased risk of injury, and you end up losing more time to setbacks or plateaus. Your warm-up is part of the workout, not a side note, not a box to check. It's your entry point into movement mastery. And one last note. For people training in colder environments, the warm-up is even more important. Muscles contract slower in cold temps. Joints are stiffer. reaction time decreases. So if you're walking into a chilly gym or training outdoors, double down on that general warm-up and give your body a little more prep. All right, that wraps up part 25. Next up, we're diving into plyometrics. We'll break down the stretch shortening cycle, how to train for explosive power, and why jump training isn't just for athletes. I'll catch you in part 26. Let's keep building.